guys, my name's Sabrina. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm making ratatouille. So unfortunately, this is going to be one of the videos where I film it and do a voiceover later because my mom will probably be downstairs and I'm just not comfortable filming in front of my parents like that. Also, I want to respect their privacy because I know not everyone wants to be on camera, so you know. Also, I will be wearing a mask throughout the entire time that I'm cooking because my entire family has COVID. I tested negative, I'm good. I was in Illinois for my grandma's funeral and to help sort out through her stuff and clean out her house. We did not get COVID from traveling or the airport or any of our family members. None of our extended family members are showing symptoms of COVID. At the airport, we were as careful as we could be. We wore 2 masks. I wore a face shield. Everyone else wore like glasses or goggles to protect their eyes. My parents got COVID from the hospital. My mom's a nurse, my dad's a CNA. They work at a hospital and there was an outbreak from one of the patients that they took care of, and a lot of their coworkers got COVID as well. I got lucky because I went to my boyfriend's house like a day or 2 before my dad started showing symptoms and tested positive for COVID. So I'm negative right now, like I'm good. I haven't had any symptoms either. Everyone in our house has been wearing masks. My dad has been quarantining in his bedroom. My sister, who tested positive, is quarantining in her bedroom. My mom's still waiting on her test results, so super fun. Anyways, let's go start making ratatouille. The recipe I use is by Tasty, which is probably not the most authentic thing in the world, but it'll be in the description. I'm just gonna tell you what I did differently and like how to improve upon my mistakes because mine didn't turn out that great. Like it was okay, but it was not, you know, like 5-star level whatever chef. Anyways, you're gonna need 2 yellow squashes as the main parts of the vegetables, and cut them like really thinly, like a millimeter I think is what the recipe said. I'm not good at chopping. Don't judge my knife skills. I barely even cook. And then you're just gonna drop them on the floor. That's a crucial part of the process. That's how thinly you should slice them. I probably didn't slice them thin enough. Anyways, set them aside so that you can continue chopping everything else. These are 2 zucchinis. Make sure when you buy your vegetables that they're like the same size and diameter. My mom bought the vegetables for me, so like it was a problem. The zucchini and the squash are like fine, but everything else is like way too big. You need 6 Roma tomatoes is what the recipe says, but we couldn't find Roma tomatoes and there were only 4. Like I don't even know what kind of tomatoes these are in the fridge. Anyways, don't follow the way that I'm chopping them because it's definitely not right. So like it's not the same size as the zucchini and the squash, so I cut them in half. Don't do that because now it's just like it's gonna fall apart and it's like not good. Just keep them whole. Anyways, this is the behemoth of an eggplant that my mom got. The recipe called for 2. I only used 1 of these, and even then like I had so many leftover vegetables, but maybe that's just because I didn't use a big enough pan. Anyways, to combat this problem, I cut them into quarters, and then when I assembled them later, I put the round side of the vegetable up so that it looked like it was a full, you know, circle, but it wasn't. Anyways, this is for the sauce. You need 1 onion, actually, I don't know. Oh, anyways, hold on. Okay, so you're gonna need to dice up the onion, make sure the pieces are smaller than what you see here. Like, it's just not great. You're also gonna need 1 yellow and red bell pepper, and just dice those 2. I didn't show a video of me doing it. Anyways, these are the garlic. The recipe calls for 4 cloves of garlic, so naturally I put in 9. And then you're just gonna mince that shit up, and you're gonna set it aside for the sauce. Ain't that fun? That's all this stuff that, yeah. And then you're gonna need olive oil. I think it's like, I don't even know how many tablespoons. It's in the recipe, but I use that much. You're gonna heat it up in a pan, and then a 28 ounce of crushed tomatoes. And you're just gonna put that shit in there. Okay, so like the problem with the sauce is that I didn't cook mine down like for long enough. The recipe that on Tasty is like really vague and they don't tell you exactly how to do it. Like you should cook that shit down until it's like not watery anymore. Like cook it for longer than whatever the recipe says. Anyways, you need to season with salt and pepper to taste. I didn't measure anything. I don't even know if what I put in there made any difference, but I mean, it wasn't too salty, so I guess that's okay. But when I tasted it, it's really sour. So yeah, I grimaced like really bad, and I added in I don't even know how many things of white sugar. It wasn't a lot, but it tasted a lot better, so I recommend putting in sugar unless you like sour sauces, but it was just like way too sour. Anyways, you need to cut up 2 tablespoons of basil. It's like 8 to 10 leaves. I used 10 leaves, and I put that shit in there. I have no idea if it made it taste any different, but apparently it does. So then you just combine it, and you should cook it down more again, and then you put it into the pan that you're gonna put into the oven. See how watery my shit is? Also, I didn't have a round pan, so I used a rectangular one. That's the only one we had. I probably should have used a bigger pan. I don't know why I didn't, but it's very much overflowing. It's like way too much. Yeah, anyways, okay, so then you're just gonna start assembling the vegetables in like a pattern. I did eggplant, yellow squash, zucchini, tomato, eggplant, yellow squash, zucchini, tomato. This shit took so long. This entire process took me like, not this process, but like the whole cooking everything, cooking, chopping, whatever. It took like 3 to 4 hours. It took so long. But yeah, so you just gotta want to make it look pretty. Mine turned out like poop. It's sort of okay. I tried to fit in as many vegetables in there, but there's just like so much left over. You also need to make an herb seasoning that I didn't film. It's like basil, parsley, thyme, like probably 2 tablespoons of each. I don't even remember. Also like olive oil, garlic, salt and pepper, maybe. I don't remember. Look at the recipe, but I followed exactly what the recipe said. I tried to make it look pretty. It looks a little better now, I think. I would recommend putting more salt onto it. I feel like the vegetables were maybe a little bit undersalted. Like I kind of had to depend on the sauce to like make it nice. Anyways, preheat the oven to 375, put foil on top of it, cook for I think 40 minutes, and then after 40 minutes uncover it and then bake for another 20 minutes. This is me with my ratatouille. Heart, love her so much. Also, because my shit was overflowing, I had to put a pan under it so that it wouldn't splatter everywhere. I'm about to choke on my spit. So yeah, but like my shit was overflowing. Make sure you get a big enough pan, but this is how it looked afterwards. And I tried to plate it all nicely, but do you see how watery that sauce is, girl? How embarrassing. Anyways, I tasted it. Usually I don't like vegetables by themselves. Like, I'm Filipino, there's usually rice or meat with any meal. It's not just vegetables, but this was pretty good by itself. My mom said it was pretty good, so I believe whatever she says. And I think it was good. Yeah. Anyways, I ate it with a slice of toast because we didn't have a baguette. But I think if you ate it with like garlic bread or baguette, it would be super nice. My boyfriend also said it was pretty good, but like he doesn't like just eating plain vegetables all the time. But yeah, if I ever made this again, which I probably won't because it's time consuming, I would do whatever I said in this voiceover. I don't even remember. Anyways, what's my outro? I'm running out of time. Follow me on Instagram at sab.grey and Twitter at sabgdrey. If you make this, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!